Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Klaus issue number 5 by Boom Studios. So we are nearing the end of this whole series. 2 issues to go after this. I must say, when I read this issue, I was a little bit excited because, oh man, we're going to see this creature. This creature is probably the big bad monster. And I mean, remember when you buy a comic and you see a very cool cover with, maybe a fight scene or a villain, and you are think, oh man, this is gonna be cool. So I'm gonna read the comic, and then I see the villain kick the hero's ass off the other way around, and then he is only at the last page, and it continues in the next one. That's not happening here because this creature is not even in the book. So very disappointing because for me this is false advertising. Not only that, I mean, why are you showing the creature that is probably coming into the next issue? Why not wait, and be more mysterious and why show it? It's not even in the book. But hey, that's me. Maybe there's reasons for that. I'm not on board with this one. But hey, let's dive in. As usual, a little bit too soon. Well, it doesn't matter. I skip a few pages. So Magnus comes in, has a sword, and Dagmar, his wife. Sorry. Sorry, I get a little bit things in my throat. A little bit sick today. And she says they were looking for a book, and the book has some pictures in it of a creature, of a dark book. And Dagmar wants to has her son show it to her. And I believe if I go back to here, let me see. He showed you the face of the monster in which book and what else? What else did your father have you do, Jonas? And Jonas is now, instead of being a brat, more of like a scared boy, like, with real emotions. So Magnus comes in all bustering and boasting, basically saying that the voice in the black rock is talking to him, and it gives him strength, and it seems that the king and his assassins coming to Grimsvik basically wants to kill them. They're gonna kill us, he says, but it's not explained why they want to kill us, or maybe that's a lie told by the voice in the rock. Could be, don't know. But Magnus explains basically that there's reasons for that, and I come a little bit later to what the reasons are, although it's not really, mind-boggling or groundbreaking. But you can see where this is going for a little bit. But we skip to our buddy Klaus, who is now just running from rooftop to rooftop. The guards are hunting him still, and I said we got eyes on every door, highly trained professionals, etc. But one of the guards says, surprisingly, still, it's exciting all the time. I wish he leaves something for my boy. But then the other guard said, well, look, you be careful what you say, because that's treason talk, etc. And we see Klaus, throwing toys through the chimney and also reading, let's say, fan letters, fan mail, if you will, from kids who basically wants to ask him for nice things and explain what's happening in their life, and that their family is being killed, or they are died and they are lonely and they want to be happy again. It's very nice and touching. Then we skip to the mines, and even the rumors that there's a person trying to make people happy in town in Grimsvik makes them happy too. So they are talking and gossiping, and then, well, this guard doesn't like it, but then Mr. Klaus is coming, and then he, knocks him out. But then he talks to the prisoners. I mean, that's how I call it. And he explained to them that he said, I am the one who is doing that. I am the one who's bringing the toys. It's not a myth. I'm real. And I said, you need to go back to your families, because your families are waiting for you. And just be have a happy time, although the time in this town is not very it's unfortunate that there is no happiness in here. But he explains that Tell everyone that Santa wears the red and white of Grimsvik, white for snow of our homeland and red for the blood of the working people who built this town. Your colors. And then, but the prisoners wants him to be a leader, to to have some kind of a revolt against Magnus. But he says, "Well, I'm not a leader. I'm just a guy who brings toys. You need to do it yourself." And then he said, "Just go home and wait for something to happen." So skipping a couple of pages again, we going back to Magnus, and Magnus is still, ranting about the voice in the rock. But Dagmar says there is no voice; it's all in your head. But basically, he explains the reason why he's doing all this. He says, he said, "I have worked tirelessly to set you on the throne as my queen." But he knows that Klaus has a thing for her. And that she's probably waiting for him. And but yeah, he also explained that the people of Grimsvik see them as tyrants, and she's a little bit shocked by that. He said, "When do we become tyrants?" Well, it seems that she has done nothing. Well, Magnus is being a tyrant himself, a dictator in his town, and she's just letting it happen. But she cannot believe that, and Magnus explains that, well, they hate you, they hate me, they hate our boys. And then he says, "Obey the voice or die." And Dagmar says, "What will happen when you've done it for the mighty work? We've done this mighty work." He said, "I will be unstoppable, and nothing will, And then he's getting interrupted by the guards, and he says, "Well, the night shift, they are gone, they are escaping." Moving on so Dagmar is going out because those people are, revolting in them. So yeah, it's gonna happen, and people are standing up, and the guards try to stop her and say, "Let's not save me, lady. You need to get inside because they tear you apart." But she thinks the people can hate me that much, don't they remember? And then they are throwing stuff at her while Magnus is laughing, and it also. She explains a little bit earlier why she is falling for Magnus at that time. And I was wondering, what are you seeing in this guy? I mean, he's a vile piece of shit. But she explains later or to him that she says that she fell one time for his wit, his cleverness, even his impressive cheekbones that made me chuckle a little bit. And then when she was young, she was falling for that, but now she is seeing his true self, his cruelty, and she doesn't want to do anything with her. But then, the damage is done. People are revolting even against her, and she's been forced to retreat inside. Well, in the meantime, Klaus is getting trapped because the guards are closing into him, and even they are following him, so he's going to the rooftops, and then we see some cool shot here. But he is not going escape unscathed. Escape unscathed is probably not a good sentence. As you can see here, he's being, hit by flaming arrows, but it seems that he's been poisoned too. Looks fantastic. He's been discovered by a young boy that helps him, and he says, "Well, I need to have a cure, and you need to do something with me. You have to carry me to that certain place, but not before." I was a little bit too soon. It was a little bit too soon explaining the whole thing. So we see here Klaus still escaping and falling, and then this little boy finds him. So sorry for that. But then the people are just rounding up the guards rounding up the people who are still having fun, and fun is not allowed, and toys are forbidden, and they're seeking for the children, and they need to capture the children because the children are the ones that Klaus are giving toys to. So yeah, but as you can see here, Klaus is very wounded, and the mothers are very worried, and one of the children is Gunnar, and Gunnar is the one that helps Klaus. Moving on a little bit, so Gunnar is now along with the wolf, who is now helping them too. going into this creepy looking woods. I mean, I also love this classic, haunted demon faces, if you will, creepy faces in the trees. I always have a thing for that, maybe because I was growing up with, cartoons and even comics when, trees come alive and try to rip people apart. Yeah, I just love this minor detail. And it brings us the end of that brings us to the end of the book. So again, story moving forward. The end is near. I don't like the reveal of the cover. Besides that, I think the comic is still fun. It reminds me, maybe I've saying this before, it reminds me of this could easily be a cartoon, a 2D or maybe 3D animated movie about, the birth of Santa Claus, and I think it's pretty cool. It's well done. It's well written. The artist looks great. I think the story is a little bit too predictable because Magnus wants to have power. It's okay. It's been done before to death, basically. But I'm sure the ending will be a little bit too predictable. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's not even bad. But we'll see how it's handled. So, guys, thank you for watching the video. Give me a like, give me a subscription. Is that how you say it? Give me a sub. That's why I'm trying to say. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.